All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're talking about top 10 artificial intelligence and big data cryptocurrencies that will make millionaires this bull run cycle, and also the top artificial intelligence cryptocurrency in November 2023. And lots of these projects, guys, are going to absolutely crush, and lots of them at the same time too, are going to take time to do well. So some of these are at different points, and I'm going to identify, what to look for on the charts in comparison to, the psychology of a market cycle, because some of these projects are just breaking out into the disbelief stage, getting into the hope stage. Some of them are already in belief, thrill, and euphoria on a micro market perspective. So when in doubt, we're going to zoom out, and I'm going to show you how these markets move, how the cycles move, and how each of these projects are most likely going to move over the next few months. So some of them I do hold, yes. Quick disclaimer, I do hold some of these projects, some of them I don't hold, and I'm waiting for better entry points. And so do not buy, don't sell any of these projects. This isn't financial advice. This is all for educational purposes only. You obviously have to do your own research, and that's why you're watching this video and subscribing to this channel. So if you're bullish on artificial intelligence, crypto right here, we're gonna be going down the list, and we're gonna be covering 10 different projects that are being talked about all over Twitter, talked about all over YouTube, talked about all over social media, and some hidden low cap micro projects, micro gems that could potentially 100x. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed, comment 777 if you're feeling bullish, and let's run it. All right, my friend, welcome back to the channel. So the market cap of the whole industry is sitting at $1.43 trillion right now. And then if we look at the market cap of the artificial intelligence space, it's only $7.5 billion. And the best part about this that I'm going to share with you in a little bit when we talk about the psychology of a market cycle is the artificial intelligence market size worldwide in 2021, was virtually nothing. 2022, a little bit higher. 2023, a little bit higher. By 2030, the amount of money that is going to flow into artificial intelligence is going to be astronomical. And the valuation of nearly $100 billion in 2021 is expected to grow by 20-fold by 2030. So 20x to 100x for a lot of these projects out there, as a tsunami of money will flow into the artificial intelligence space. Now, when we look right here at the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin in terms of comparing to all altcoins, we need to see the altcoins move with Ethereum. And so there is some alarm that I want to give you in this video to be careful for, because if we see, Ethereum break down in comparison to Bitcoin on this chart right here, we're at this critical support right now with the ETH to Bitcoin pair. If we break this support, then we could fall drastically by another 40 to roughly 50% if Bitcoin starts to break out and Ethereum lags behind. Now, if that were to happen, that would bleed into altcoins. But if we look at the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin right here, and if we were to compare to the past and put the charts side by side, it looks like a massive breakout is coming for the entire altcoin market cap as we go into a bull run, because as the saying goes, when the tides rise, so do all ships. So, as Bitcoin's market cap grows, generally speaking, Ethereum's market cap grows. But if Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum could be dropping on this chart right here for ETH to the Bitcoin pair, but yet Ethereum's price could still be going up. So I know that might seem confusing, but when you really think about it, if I go back all the way to coinmarketcap.com, if Bitcoin starts to absorb the majority of the market cap, and we see Bitcoin rally over $1 trillion in light of the spot Bitcoin ETFs by BlackRock and all the other massive institutions, whereas Ethereum, just kind of grinds up to 300 billion and just slowly moves up in price, well, then the ETH to Bitcoin pair would be drastically in Bitcoin's favor, and then the altcoins would be struggling to break out as Bitcoin steals the light. And so that's phase one of the bull run cycle, is we see Bitcoin start to move first, out of the bear market bottoms. And when Bitcoin moves first, that's where all the good news starts coming out about Bitcoin. All eyes are on Bitcoin, and Ethereum's just kind of sitting in the background. But right now, this bull run cycle is very interesting because, we see something like Solana moving right now, up 50% in the past week, and this is not slowing down. And even Chainlink has been moving. Chainlink's kind of stalling for a little bit at $15, but Solana is on a tear right now. And so a lot of these altcoins, guys, underneath these ecosystems like Solana and even Avalanche, I talked about Avalanche, AVAX, in a previous video. And, sure, these aren't the projects I'm going to cover in this video, but it's important to note at the start of this on how these markets moved. I posted this project at about $14 in the group, and this was only a few days ago, guys. This was on the 11th. This was 4 days ago. It was at $14. Now it's at $20 right now. So that's why you want to plug into our Telegram group so you can see which projects we're the most bullish on first before we make videos about them, because by the time a video gets published, edited, and spread across the algorithm, and by the time you're seeing it, it might be too late. You might be watching this video 3 weeks from right now, and the projects that I'm going to share with you in this video might already be on the move. So all you need to do is go to bullrunners.com to check those out. Now, when we're going over here to vidIQ, this keyword research tool, AI crypto, right? This gets searched about 23,000 times the past 30 days, and it's very low right now. Artificial intelligence is doing well as a whole, got 700,000 searches. When ChatGPT was crushing it, artificial intelligence was getting well over 1 million searches. So it's kind of down right now. Not a lot of people are really too focused on AI, but when that trend and that narrative starts again, I can promise you that AI searches on Google are going to go crazy, and AI crypto is going to be at the forefront of the crypto market alongside crypto gaming. I'm very bullish on crypto gaming. I'm very bullish on artificial intelligence in crypto too, even though I think it's still like we're a decade out from a lot of the AI initiatives and software to be integrated in blockchain and crypto. The marketing and the hype and the excitement is what's going to drive it first, right? And when we look at Google Trends right now and we just search the term crypto, we can see out of 100, we're only at 14 out of 100. We compare that to the peak, of 100 May of 2021, and then also, October to November of 2021, the past 5 years. Well, let's go from 2004 until the present. We're drastically down right now. We're just bouncing out of the bear market bottom. So the psychology of a market cycle, this is the disbelief rally right now that we're in. And so from disbelief comes hope, which is going to be very, very awesome. So when we look at Bitcoin to the US dollar right here, and we compare when we broke out from the COVID lows leading into November of 2022, this is when I really started diving heavily into crypto, guys. I was getting into crypto from September of 2020. Well, I got into crypto in 2016, 2017. Arguably, I actually got into crypto in the start when I was playing video games back in college in like 2011 for Bitcoin for like pennies, and I didn't even know what it was at that time. So, there's probably some Bitcoin on some gaming account that I have somewhere out there, but I really got into crypto 2016, 2017, and then I started truly understanding everything about it, that 2017 bull run, and then started pouring more money back in at 2020, right around this phase right here when the markets were breaking out from COVID. And so I see something similar happening where we are right now with Bitcoin breaking out right here. Now, the real key is for Bitcoin to hold this upward trending support line that you can see in white. If Bitcoin can hold this support line and just continues to trend higher, little sell-offs to the downside, I don't really care. Bitcoin drops back down to $35,600. Doesn't matter. As long as it holds this upward trending support and we just continue to grind higher, it's a good thing that Bitcoin sees, minor little 5 or 10% corrections for the day or for the week, and we just cool off for a little bit, because if it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up, well, then the fall on the other side is going to be just as drastic and just as quick. And so the markets has a funny way of moving the money from the hands of the impatient to the patient. And so you're patient right now with a lot of these projects, and that's why you are going to become wealthy, because artificial intelligence is going to be that narrative over the next decade. Now, let's talk about large market cap to small market cap projects, and then we'll get into the dirty altcoins that could pull that 1,000x that have just millions of dollars in market cap versus billions. This project right here, the graph, GRT, is sitting at $1.2 billion. It's sitting at 13 cents right now. It has a circulating supply of 9.2 billion with a total supply of 10.7 billion, which is really good because, the majority is in circulation. So the all-time high for this project, $2.30, which is absolutely insane considering it's only at 13 cents right now. The market cap, around the all-time high was about $5.7 billion. So it's at $1.2 billion right now. It's listed on Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, among many other exchanges because it's a large market cap project. In the graph is an indexing protocol for querying data for networks like Ethereum and IPFS, powering many applications in both DeFi and the broader Web3 ecosystem. So a lot of these projects projects, you're going to notice that they are multidimensional. So they're not just AI, or big data. They could be for DeFi or they could be for gaming as well too. And that's where I think a lot of these projects are going to excel if they position themselves in multiple markets at once so they can capture that market share, because anyone can build and publish open APIs, called subgraphs. So that application can query using GraphQL is what it's called to retrieve blockchain data. There is a host service in production that makes it easy for developers to get started using the graph, and the decentralized network will be launching, later this year. The graph currently supports indexing data from Ethereum, IPFS, and POA, with more networks coming soon. And the Graphs team has a lot of experience from the Ethereum Foundation, Decentraland, Orchid, MuleSoft, leading up to the IPO and acquisition of Salesforce, Puppet, Red Hat, and Barclays. And to date, over 3,000 subgraphs have been developed by thousands of developers for decentralized apps like Uniswap, Synthetics, Aragon, Aave, Balancer, LivePeak, DAOstack, Decentraland, and many others. And the graph usage has been growing over 50% month over month and hit over 7 billion queries during the month of September back in 2020. The graph has a global community, including over 200 indexer nodes in the testnet phase and more than 2,000 curators in the curator program as of October in 2020. And the cool thing is, because the graph is a protocol for indexing and querying data stored on blockchains, they plan to add an artificial intelligence assisted querying with large language models as a part of their suite of new features that were disclosed on Tuesday of last week. And when we head on over to Dex Tools right here to look at the chart, you can see that there's 143,000 holders, which is a great sign, because the more holders that there are for a project, it shows, the community is massive. And so looking at the chart right here, we can see a double bottom trend reversal forming, where you see bottom number 1 right here back in December of 2022 for the low, bottom number 2 right here in 18th of September. And it's also an uptrend as well too for this ascending support line right here. We can see the resistance, from February of 2023 at about 25 cents. So if the graph can push up in the short term, if Ethereum's rallying, Bitcoin's rallying with the rest of the markets, that's about a 90% rally. So that would be like taking, $1,000, turning it to $2,000 before we see another correction. Going back to the high, that's over an 11x for this project, just to get back to $1.65. And that's not even the all-time high for this project. The all-time high looks like about $2.34 back in February of 2021. So that'd be about 1,669%. Very nice. So that would be about a 16x for this project to go to $2.35. And if you guys remember my last video, if you haven't checked that out, how to identify, how a project would get back to a price like that, what you would basically do is you would take the price and you would multiply that by the current circulating supply to get what the market cap would need to be in order to reach that price. So if we take $2.30, and we multiply that by 9.2 billion that's in circulation, that would equal a market cap of $21 billion for the graph to reach $2.30. Now, I think that's very well possible by 2025 or at the latest 2030 for something like that to happen, considering you see projects like Dogecoin reaching $100 billion at the peak, and it's a meme coin. A project like this, that's big data and then adding artificial intelligence as well too, to reach a $20 billion market cap. Don't let the $1.2 billion market cap fool you. This still is a low cap project in the grand scale of how large artificial intelligence will be over the next few years. Now, the next project on the list is another large cap above 1 billion. It's RNDR. It's sitting at $2.84 with an all-time high for this project of roughly $6.90, almost $7. It's circulating supply. There's about 69% of the tokens in circulation at 371 million, with a total supply of 530 million tokens. It's listed on Binance, Coinbase Exchange, KuCoin, Kraken, among many other exchanges like Uniswap. And as you can see, it's on Ethereum, but also it's on Polygon, it's on Solana as well too. So that's going to allow for massive liquidity when the bull run really starts to heat up towards the end of 2025. Now, I covered Rendered in one of my previous videos. It's a distributed GPU rendering network built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, aiming to connect artists and studios in need of GPU computer power with mining partners willing to rent their GPU capacities out. Think of it like renting a kitchen and all the equipment in the kitchen, rather than having to buy all the equipment yourself. And rendering is a massive industry for, movies, for games. When you see virtual reality, augmented reality rendering with the Apple glasses and the goggles, there's going to need to render 3D worlds moving forward. So this is going to be the main project for rendering in the crypto space out of every single project out there. And if we head on over to Dex Tools, this project has 49,000 holders, which is not too shabby. January of 2023, we've already seen a massive rally, up 600%. So we're already up 6x for this project for the year. And so, yes, it has seen, a large percentage of gains. And I believe if it can break this horizontal resistance right here, about $2.90 to $3, and it can hold it as support, and it holds the $3 as support, going to the all-time high, we're about 200% away, so another 2x from the all-time high. But either way, I think long-term this project is going to pass its all-time high, and Render is not going to be sitting at $1 billion market cap for too long. The next project that everyone has been talking about is BitTensor Tau. It's sitting at $162, well, $163 right now. This project has been rallying like crazy since the end of October. It was at $51. It's up right now. So no, I don't think it's smart to be diving into this project and throwing money at this right now. The market cap is upwards of 690 million right now. Although long-term, this project will do well. When we look at the self-reported circulating supply, only 19% is in circulation right now. So that's not that good of a sign. 4.1 million. The max supply is 21 million of this project. So a lot of this will more than likely be released into circulation over the next few months and the next year. And then we'll see the price come back down. And so when we look right here, we pull up with the RSI, we were drastically, see, this is a key, guys, here to understand, okay? When the price rallies all the way up to $146 right here, you want to look at the RSI as well too. So the RSI peaked out. The RSI already peaked out at 93, and now we're coming down on the RSI, which is going to be a bad sign for people that are buying in right now, because this project is going to come crashing down. It doesn't mean it's a bad project. It just means we were in overbought territory all the way up here. And so we saw the project rally up, form a higher high right here, massive wick, right? So this massive wick, the battle between the bulls and the bears, as the price kept pushing up, well, the bulls are in control. Eventually, the bears are going to be in control. And sure, if this project pushes up higher, I could see this project retracing back down, finding a new low, consolidating sideways, maybe dropping down one more time. And then depending on where the markets are over the next few months leading up to Bitcoin's halving, I don't know if it'll be that low. Maybe it's, one other drop down, then we work our way out of here towards the new all-time high for a project like this. But to buy right now, the risk to reward ratio, right? The reward is maybe you get an extra, 10-20%, upwards of $200 for a project like this. The risk, though, in terms of that reward, the risk is too high. I could see this project dropping down, all the way back to $90, $100. So I could see a 30%, 40% correction, maybe 50% correction for a project like this. And as you see here, just like I talked about in the RSI, we're forming higher highs on the price chart, but we're forming lower highs on the RSI. That is not a good sign. And so, yes, this project is looking good in terms of fundamentals and all that stuff, but on the price chart, it's not looking too hot. So BitTensor is an open source protocol that powers a decentralized blockchain-based machine learning network. And machine learning models, what they do is they train collaboratively and are rewarded in Tau, the token, according to the information value that they offer the collective. So Tau also grants external access, allowing users to extract information from the network while tuning its activities to their needs. And ultimately, their vision is to create a pure market for artificial intelligence, an incentivized arena in which consumers and producers, of this valuable commodity, they call it, can interact in a trustless, open, and transparent context. And so BitTensor enables a novel, optimized strategy for the development and distribution of artificial intelligence technology by leveraging the possibility of a distributed ledger, specifically its facilitation of open access ownership, decentralized governance, and the ability to harness globally distributed resources of computing power and innovation with an incentivized framework, and an open source repository of machine intelligence accessible to anyone, anywhere, thus creating the conditions for open and permissionless innovation on a global internet scale. So distribution of rewards and network ownership to users in direct proportion to the value they have added. So I know that's a lot to digest and to understand, but if we go to vidIQ and we type in BitTensor, sensor and we see how many people are searching it, I mean, this keyword got 32,000 searches the past 30 days. And so you guys can use this keyword research tool to see how popular a project has been in the overall score. And so when you see a higher overall score, it's in the green, the closer to 100, the better for content creators, because crypto moves right now when there's a narrative around a certain project, and all of a sudden now the marketing can spread if it's a solid project, obviously, and then you see videos being made, blogs being written, and then that spreads to retail and to mainstream, and those are the people who buy it up. And so by the time, the average retail investor sees a project like this, and it's already pumped from the low, even from the launch, after launch, post-launch from $46, we're already up 255%. I would not just be diving into a project like this. I would wait for a retracement, potentially down to $107, maybe down to $93 before I would be considering entering into a project like this. Now, the next project on the list is Oasis Network, or ROSE. This project is sitting at 7 cents with an all-time high over 56 cents, a market cap of $471 million. The circulating supply is looking pretty decent at 65% in circulation, 6.5 billion, with a max supply of 10 billion tokens. This project's listed on Binance, KuCoin, Coinbase, all the major exchanges. And Oasis is saying that they are the leading privacy-enabled and scalable layer 1 blockchain network, combining high throughput and lower gas fees with secure architecture to provide a next generation foundation for Web3 that will power DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, metaverse, data tokenization, and data DAOs. And Oasis propels Web3 format, scaling it and evolving it from its infancy to maturity, supported by top industry backers. Oasis recently announced the $235 million ecosystem fund to support projects to build on the network to attract more clients. Oasis Labs, the ecosystem's technological contributor, has partnered with the likes of Meta, BMW Group, Genetica, and others to build platforms and products that further individual privacy protection, data governance, and responsible data use. And the consensus layer is a proof of stake secured blockchain with a decentralized set of validator nodes operated by independent nodes. A massive credibility piece for Oasis is the team, made up of top talent from around the world with backgrounds from Apple, Google, Amazon, Goldman Sachs, UC Berkeley, Stanford, Harvard, and many more companies and colleges. The majority of the core engineering team are PhD level educated and are committed to growing and expanding the impact of the Oasis network. And when we look at the chart right here, the token ROSE, R-O-S-E, is broken out from the symmetrical triangle right here. And so, sure, we could see, a drawdown along with the rest of the markets. If Bitcoin starts to outperform Ethereum, the altcoins see a sell-off and a bleed out. But I would expect a bounce off of this descending support that was resistance and a spring to the upside for this project, as it's just breaking out of the low of, 3 cents right here. So to get back to the all-time high from where we are right now, it would need about 733%. So that's a 7x for ROSE. So I think this project will do very, very well, and it's a great one to keep on your watch list for this bull run. Now, the next project on the list is Fetch.ai. It's sitting at 43 cents right now with an all-time high of over 94 cents with a current market cap of $354 million. And the circulating supply is 811 million. The total supply is 1.1 billion. So the vast majority is in circulation right now, which is great. It's listed on Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Kraken, among many other top exchanges. And Fetch.ai has been around for a while, founded back in 2017 and launched via IEO on Binance in March of 2019. It's an artificial intelligence lab building an open, permissionless, decentralized machine learning network with a crypto economy. Fetch.ai democratizes access to AI technology with a permissionless network upon which anyone can connect and access secure data assets by using autonomous AI to execute tasks and leverage its global network of data. So it's rooted in use cases like optimizing DeFi trading services, transportation networks, which is parking, micro mobility, smart energy grid, travel, essentially any complex digital system that relies on large scale data sets. And so Fetch.ai has its own utility currency called FET. It's used for various purposes within their platform. And there's a thing called digital twins. These are virtual copies of real world objects. And FET is used to create, train, and deploy them on the Fetch.ai network. So think of them as smart digital representations of physical objects or systems. And just like Larry Fink from BlackRock says, tokenized securities are going to be the future of crypto. That essentially means tokenizing physical items like real estate and putting them on the blockchain. So when we talk about machine learning, FET is also used to access machine learning tools, and developers can pay with FET to train their digital twins and make them smarter. And then there's validation nodes. People can stake their FET tokens to become validation nodes, and these nodes help secure the network and maintain its reputation. And there's 4 key elements of their technology built into 4 parts. Digital twin framework is number 1. This helps create digital twins and connects them with skills and intelligence. Number 2 is open economic framework. It helps digital twins find and connect with each other. Number 3 is their metropolis. This is where smart contracts run to record agreements between digital twins. And number 4 is their Fetchai AI blockchain. It ensures security, censorship resistance, rapid synchronization of digital twin applications. So there's core components within the platform, and these are some important parts of the core components. The learner component: each participant acts as a learner using their unique data and machine learning systems. Global market is a place where the machine learning model is collectively trained by all learners. In the Fetchai AI blockchain, it supports smart contracts for coordination in governments. And then decentralized data layer, this allows learners to share machine learning information securely. So in simple terms, Fetch.ai is a platform that uses digital twins and machine learning to create smart, interconnected virtual objects, and it has its own digital currency that is used to make these objects smarter and secure the network. So this technology can be used in various applications thanks to its modular framework and blockchain support. And Fetch.ai has some notable partnerships like Cambridge Blockchain Hub, T-Labs, Ocean Protocol, Tribe Accelerator, among many others. And if we look at the chart right here, FET is sitting at 43 cents right now. To go to the all-time high, it'd be about 173%. So no, I'm not buying this project right now. I do think it's a great project. I do think it's gonna do very well inside the symmetrical triangle. If we do see a break to the upside of this descending resistance right here, we would need to see it hold it as support to continue this uptrend that it's been in since November of 2022 to retest its all-time high. But eventually I do feel this project will pass its all-time high and it will crush it leading up to 2025. Now the next project on the list that I actually just mentioned as a part of their partnership is Ocean Protocol. It's sitting at 42 cents with an all-time high of $1.74. The market cap of Ocean is at $241 million. The circulating supply is 568 million. The max supply is 1.4 billion. So it has about 40% in circulation. It's a little lower than what we would like. We would like to see 70, 80% or higher in circulation. So they can't just release more, suppress the price. What that means, guys, is when the circulating supply, the percentage shows, a low amount of the max supply, and then you look at the all-time high, if they put more into circulation, it's going to take a much larger market cap to get back to that all-time high because of the formula, right? When you take the price prediction that you need, $1.74, you would want to multiply 174 times by the current circulating supply. Now imagine if another 40%, if another 500 million go into circulation, you'd be taking $1 and, let's just say $1.50, 150, multiply that by 1 billion, that would take $1.5 billion to get to $1.50. Very simple math, right? Now to look at the market cap, what was the market cap upwards of that price? Well, it was 700 million. So 700 million at that high, now it needs 1.5 million to get to that high. So it's not ideal, but it's not a deal breaker here. Because Ocean Protocol utilizes a combination of blockchain technology, decentralized networks, and cryptographic techniques to facilitate secure and privacy-preserving data sharing. And Ocean Protocol was founded to build technology for a data economy at the intersection of blockchain, data, and AI. And so you see a project like this, merging into privacy as well too, on top of AI and big data, which is massive. And they've pioneered several technologies to push the envelope forward, including the original patent for NFTs, token engineering, data tokens, and others. And what sets this project apart is they allow data owners to tokenize their data and share it through the Ocean market, creating a new income source for data publishers. And this benefits researchers, scientists, and analysts by providing access to reliable data. And Ocean Protocol also provides tools for companies to build their own data markets, and holders of the token Ocean can earn rewards by staking it as well too. And the reason why you should care is because this project addresses crucial issues in today's world, data privacy and access, by allowing data owners to control and monetize their data while preserving privacy, Ocean Protocol is helping to reshape the way data is shared and used. This can have significant implications for industries and research, businesses, AI development, making data more accessible and valuable. Additionally, this project absolutely crushed it during the 2020 to 2021 bull run. It went from about 7 cents in June of 2020 upwards of $1.74. So when we look at the chart right here, it just broke out from this descending channel right here. And if we can see another push for the year towards this descending resistance, that's another 50%, but up to the all-time high for this project, it's 349%. So no, I am not buying this project right now. I do think it will perform well, but I do think there are other artificial intelligence and big data projects that will outperform it, such as the next one on our list, AOS Network, or AKT. It's sitting at $1.05 with a $233 million market cap, and it has a circulating supply of 221 million, a max supply of 388 million, 57% in circulation, so not too bad. The all-time high, $7.40, so about a 7x away from that. And AOS Network is a super cloud, super heading a paradigm shift in cloud computing, disrupting conventional cloud services and pioneering a revolution in access to essential cloud resources. Leveraging the power of blockchain technology, AOS Network has developed an open source, decentralized marketplace for cloud computing, offering an unprecedented level of speed, efficiency, and affordability. This innovation is set to transform the way users perceive and utilize cloud services in the future. And it's listed on KuCoin, Kraken, HTX, Gate.io, and Crypto.com. And so if this project gets listed on Binance or at Coinbase, I could see the liquidity flowing in this project, driving up the market cap drastically. And if we look at the chart, we can see this massive rounded bottom formation and even a cup and handle right here where you can see the cup. We see a handle right here. We see this uptrend being formed. As long as we hold this upward trending support right here, the resistance for AOS is about $1.75. So if we can hold $1.75, we push to the upside, hold it as support, then retest the all-time high of $7.50 is roughly about 700% away from the high for this project. So that would be a 7x. So I think that's very well possible for this project, and then even passing the all-time high, leading into the bull run, the end of the bull run by 2025. Now, the next project on the list is under $100 million market cap, and that's Veracity. I've talked about this in previous videos, sitting at 0.008 with an all-time high of 0.086, so 8 cents. And then we see the circulating supply. There's only 10% in circulation at 10.2 billion with a total supply of 100 billion for this project. So it's not ideal for this, but this project is really, really solid, and here's why. Veracity is an open ledger ecosystem designed to fight advertising fraud, provide open access to infrastructure for publishers and advertisers, and reward users for watching video content, where Veracity also provides payment solutions and rewarding staking ecosystem with about a 15% yield right now. Obviously that yield is going to change, but that's through April of 2024 leading up to Bitcoin's halving. Empowered by a mix of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and cutting edge blockchain tech, Veracity is building the most powerful advertising ecosystem in the world through VeraViews, developing an open access payment platform through Vera Wallet and Vera Card and even Vera Pay, and enhancing the attention economy through its patented rewarded video module. So I made a full breakdown of this project. If you guys want to watch that, subscribe to the channel. You can check that out from the top 10 gaming projects, because Veracity is focused on gaming and esports as well too, which is going to be insane. And when we look at the chart right here, we can see this ascending triangle with a resistance at about 1 cent, 0.011, and then it's currently at 0.008. So how far are we away from the resistance compared to the all-time high? We're about 34% from there, and we're also about 900%, so about a 9x away from the all-time high for this project. So it just broke out of this falling wedge right here, going back to test the high of the wedge. So I would expect, Veracity to stay within this range right here for an extended period of time on the upper echelon of it, if the rest of the markets can perform very, very well and then break to the upside, and then eventually test the all-time high leading into 2025. Now, if the altcoin market breaks down, and we start to see bearish momentum happening for Ethereum and some type of black swan event, sure, that could draw this project back down to the low of January 2023, and all projects would get drawn back down to certain lows, and then ultimately that would just lead for a good time to start accumulating the market. But I don't think something like this would happen, unless there's a black swan event, guys. So I just think that a lot of these projects are going to continuously trend up. Sure, there's going to be correction periods of 10, maybe 50% for some of these projects, like I talked about with BitTensor, because it's at an all-time high right now and it just keeps rallying, eventually it has to come back down to earth. But a project like Veracity that saw its rally back in November of 2021 for the last bull run cycle, and it's just down right now, breaking out of the low of December of 2022. A project like this, in my opinion, is a much better hold considering the market cap is still sub $100 million. Now, that doesn't mean that you should buy it. You should just keep it on your watch list. All you have to do to keep it on your watch list is go to CoinMarketCap right next to the name. You just type in VRA and you just click this little star button right here, and you can create an account with CoinMarketCap, and it keeps all these projects on your watch list. Now, the next project on the list is Raichain, ORAI. It's sitting at $3.90, and this project had an all-time high. Holy cow, man. Over $100, $102, or yeah, $102.88. Has a market cap of $49 million at the time of making this video. Circulating supply, 12.7 million, with a total supply of 16.7 million. So this is very good. 64% is in circulation. It's on Ethereum. It's listed on exchanges like KuCoin, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Gate.io, and then a few other DEXs. So if this project just gets listed on one centralized exchange like Binance or Coinbase or Kraken or another major exchange, I would expect this market cap to fly over $100 million. Because a lot of smart traders that were around for the 2021 bull run, they're looking at projects like this and they see that it performed to over $100. And if we look at the market cap, that was only at a $77 million market cap. And you look at the market cap right now, this thing just flew from 4 million upwards of 20 million. Now we're at 50 million. So clearly whales are coming in and they're buying this project, and here's why. Raichain is the world's first AI-powered oracle and ecosystem for blockchains. Beyond data oracles, they're aiming to become the first AI layer 1 in the blockchain sphere, with a complete AI ecosystem serving as a foundational layer for the creation of new generation of smart contracts and decentralized apps. With AI at the cornerstone, they have developed many essential and innovative products and services, including AI price feeds, fully on-chain VRF, Data Hub, AI Marketplace with 100 plus AI APIs, AI-based NFT generation, and NFT copyright protection, royalty protocol, AI-powered yield aggregator platform, and lots of other stuff, guys. So definitely do some research into this project. This is actually one of my top picks in the AI space. Yes, I do hold this project, and if we were to measure where we are in comparison to the all-time high, we're about a 2,275%. So that's a 22x for a project like this just to get back to the all-time high. So in this symmetrical triangle, sure, we could see, this project see a sell-off to the downside back to this upward trending support right here of $1.90. Hey, even if we broke to the downside and went all the way back down to the low with the rest of the market and just kind of bottomed out right here and just saw nothing really happen until 2024 or 2025. Let's just say the altcoin market dies. Let's say there's a black swan event, something like that happens. Well, usually these markets work this way, where all of a sudden we just start to see some macro descending resistance take place, and then eventually at some point in 2025, it breaks it, and then we start to see massive price action, reviving projects like this from the dead. Those of you that were around 2017, remember this type of stuff, right? So just keep this project on your watch list, and if we do see something like this happen, I'll be accumulating this project if it goes below $1. Even right now, below $4, knowing that the all-time high was upwards of $100, and this project is making massive moves, it's an important one to keep on your watch list. Now, the last project on this list, the smallest market cap one, $24 million, is Vectorspace AI. It's sitting at 49 cents right now with an all-time high of over $14. This project absolutely ripped hard in the bull run of 2021, $17, so that's big. And the circulating supply is 49 million with a total supply of 50 million. So almost all of it is in circulation, which is a great sign. It's on Ethereum. It's listed on KuCoin, Uniswap, Probit, ShibaSwap, and CoinMetro. That's it. So if it gets listed on some major centralized exchanges, I don't see why this project can't, start crushing it again. The all-time high was $300 million, at that high. So that's big. And Vectorspace AI's ticker is VXV. And in simple terms, Vectorspace AI is a company that provides valuable data to researchers. And this data helps the researchers find connections between different pieces of information more easily, which obviously is going to speed up their work. And they use a special technology that is protected by patents to do this. So this company started in a department at Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, where the founders created the technology. Now they use this technology to help researchers in different places like universities and other institutions to do their work more efficiently and make information discoveries faster. So when we look at the chart right here, we can see that there's 15,000 holders, and the market cap very, very low low right now. So with the market cap sitting at $24 million, a 10x would be at $240 million. But to go back to the all-time high, that percentage would be about a 3,800% or a 38x for a project like this. Now let's just say at that point, all of the tokens would be in circulation. We take 20, multiply that by 50 million. That'd be a market cap of $1 billion for Vectorspace AI to go to $20. So will that happen? It's a long shot, man. I mean, this is a riskier one. Obviously, the smaller caps are riskier, but hey, when dumb money just starts dumping into the AI space over the next few years, sure, anything's possible, but I do expect a project like this to see a sell-off. I mean, it saw a pump from 16 cents just recently, the end of October, upwards of 68 cents. And so some people are coming in to buy this right now, but as you can see, that pushed the RSI upwards of 90. And so we're seeing a sell-off right now. So if we don't see this project, come all the way back down here and then just kind of like work its way out for the next few weeks or a few months to see another pump happen. These pumps are getting smaller and smaller for projects like this. As you saw the bear market kick in, and then you see these dead cat bounces where it's like a ball. Imagine a bouncy ball you drop off a building, right? Bounces, rolls down, bounces, rolls down, bounces, rolls down, bounces, and then it dies off for an extended period of time, right? And it has a low, and the low that it would be at would be 17 cents to 21 cents. So if this project, goes back down to 17 to 21 cents, I would be accumulating this project, and eventually it takes someone to come and kick the ball again and then start it for the next bull market rally, and then we see a chart like this take place, and then we start to see it just absolutely perform very, very well leading up to 2025. But that doesn't mean that it's just going to do that right away, right? You guys are early. You guys are like 2 years early right now, because a lot of these projects that I'm talking about right now aren't going to see their bull run until like the last month of 2025 or the last 3 months of 2025 or the last 6 months of 2025. And we're in November of 2023 going into 2024, where the ETFs for Bitcoin are not approved yet. People are buying the rumors right now. So all of this money that's coming into these projects and these altcoins right now are at the backs of the good news happening for Bitcoin. So investors, smart investors like you, or degenerates like all of us, they like to think we're smart investors because we're aping into crypto coins that are sub $100 million, okay, to each its own, but they're pouring money into all these projects to get ready for the potential upside of those 20, 50, or 100x. And if you guys want to see the projects that we're the most bullish on for this up and coming cycle that's happening right now, right, we're just getting out of the bearish market lows, then you're going to want to go to bullrunners.com. Click the button on the page. You're going to discover our top cryptocurrency gems and proven strategies to make money online without any previous experience, no trading experience required. Just enter in your best email address, and when we launch our financial education platform, you're going to be notified first. This gets you on the early bird list, and you're going to receive time-sensitive updates, videos like this with top picks to keep on your watch list as we continuously come out with those for you guys to help you make more money online. Because if I would have known what I know now, I would have done things completely different. I'm going to be sharing you guys those mistakes. I'm going to be sharing you those successes, and we're going to be in this journey together as we back up our truck all the way to the bank, grab the bags, pack them and stack them, leaving no bags left behind, because the spending power of the dollar is continuously going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrencies are going up in interest. That's the truth. And together, you know where we're going. We're going camping on the beaches of the moon. So I will see you on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com. Check that out right now. And as always, stay bullish.